Uzumaki, a horror series by Junji Ito. I hear he's the king of horror mangas. So that definitely looks interesting. I know
The trailer
You
looks
got me excited.
terrifying. The trailer looks terrifying.
You got me excited when you said Uzumaki. I thought we were getting like a Naruto Uzumaki clan spinoff.
Oh man, I do hear Kishimoto's making another one shot like the Minato one. That was fire. I don't know if y'all read that one.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're never getting those newly animated episodes.
Yeah, it's
so,
never being animated.
Hey, if they animate that Minato one shot, I'd be happy with that. That
Me
was
too.
crazy. Right off the bat, jumping into like two-tailed beast point blank range. That was insane.
I'd enjoy that.
But apparently this Uzumaki is a 4-episode adaptation and follows the story of 2 high school students living in the quiet Japanese town of Kurozucho. I probably butchered that, but when a series of disturbing incidents linked to a mysterious spiral curse begins to afflict the townspeople, the 2 students must find a way to survive amid the horrors in hopes of saving themselves and their loved ones. I'm interested to see what this spiral curse is. I don't know if the thing in the thumbnail for the trailer is what it is, but
It's in a spiral or something like that, isn't it? I saw the trailer. The trailer, it looks like they go in a spiral, and I don't even know what it is, but it's like, I'm gonna watch it. It's like a pandemic type infection type thing.
Would you guys say horror
okay.
animes are good? Because I've never really watched a
Yeah,
anime.
I've seen some. If you want a good one to start off with, Future Diary, bro. That's a thriller type, like, horror anime that's a good entry one.
Yeah.
Anime's crazy, but I love it.
next up we got Blue Lock Season 2, October 5th. Y'all hyped for that? I see Shido's coming into the cut. Zesty Demon.
Yep, I'm ready for
That's
it.
what they call him, right?
Yeah, I'm ready for it.
Which arc is it? The U20, I believe?
It should be the U20s what they're animating.
Okay. Got Spirit Chronicles 2. Haven't heard of that one, but if y'all have, hopefully you're excited for it. Dawn October 4th. Absolute fire. We talked a lot about this last podcast, so I believe, it was last episode. So y'all know our thoughts on that. I'm hyped for it. We checked out some of the manga. We got Ari Ferretta and Dan Machi coming out.
Okay. Dan Machi. That's mine. I love Dan Machi. Dan Machi's good. I'm hyped for that.
Season 5.
Yeah. I binged off 3 seasons when I was catching up, like in a week when I was sick one time. It's good. The fights are good. The animation's pretty dope. And the lore is like connected to Zeus and the Greek gods, Greek mythology.
Okay.
But I think it's a title that pushes people away. You know, the original title is like The Wrong Way to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon or whatever, you know, but it's also called Dan Machi. Yeah. So I think the title pushes people away.
Yeah.
Okay. Bleach 1000-Year Blood War Part 3, October 5th.
That's my one
Part
right there.
3.
That's my one right there. Gym of the season for me.
So this is about to be the climax for it, right? With Ichibei, Kenpachi, Aizen.
Well, the thing is now, there's more hype coming to it now because it was like a month or so ago. They announced that there's finally a new arc being in the Bleach manga. The name and everything is made for it. So it's official. So there's more to the Bleach story now coming in.
Wait, what?
Exactly.
Wait. Didn't this story stop like...
Nope. He announced it was like a new arc. It was like a month or so ago. Let me look it up.
What?
Yeah.
The Hell arc, right? I feel like this has been a thing for a while, but it just hasn't gotten any traction.
So let's see. It's going to be called... See if I can find it real quick. I like the name.
The Hell arc, I believe, right? Or I know what you're talking about. There's like a more detailed name for it, but
here it is.
Shangri-La Frontier Season 2. That one's like an isekai, I believe. Looks interesting.
It's a good one. It's heat, man. It's heat.
Got Blue Box, not Blue Blocks. Sounding like a Roblox game or something, but Blue Exorcist. I hear that's a popular one. Season 4. Dragon Ball Daima, October 11th. Yep. Y'all think they're gonna put Dragon Ball Daima in Spark and Zero?
Nah.
Maybe a DLC.
Well, are they gonna have GT characters in
Maybe.
there, like Super Saiyan 4?
Yeah. Yeah, they just dropped the
Okay.
trailer for it. All the GT,
Okay.
except Super.
Maybe it's
Super
like a
17,
DLC, like you said. It would probably be like a DLC.
Hopefully, there's like a cool villain or a cool transformation. I saw a leak. I don't know if it's real or not. I don't. It's just a wild card. I'm not gonna even say it's a spoiler because I don't know what it is or if it's real. But it's like Goku in some kind of like a Sun Wukong form. But I don't know if it's real. I could be entirely off the rails here. It's not a leak because I don't even know if it's.
I mean, Super Saiyan 4 is kind of like a. I mean, it's not exactly, but it's kind of like that.
Yeah, it's like a mix. Honestly, it's like Super Saiyan, some Wukong. I don't know. He has a tail and everything. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if that's real. If it is, it would be a pretty cool form to get in Spark and Zero. Ranma 1/2 remake coming out. Rurouni Kenshin. And
Continuing that.
yeah, I believe that wraps it up. A lot of these other ones I haven't really heard of, but those are the main points of discussion. What are y'all looking forward to the most?
I'd say Bleach for me. Like
I would say
Bleach.
Bleach.
Yeah. Blue Lock I'm gonna check out. Shangri-La Frontier. That one's good. Like it gives me Sword Art Online vibes, heavy. But I feel like it takes it to another level. Like the fights are dope in the soundtrack. But definitely Bleach, bro.
Couple more news points. There's a Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm mobile game now launching September 25th. That's actually in 4 days.
Hey,
Okay.
Ninja Storm mobile. There's no way
that's gonna work.
That's gonna be playable.
Yeah, what?
There's no way that's playable.
I mean, I'm gonna try it, but what the heck? I don't know how that's gonna work.
Imagine Minato's Ultimate trying to run that on your phone. Oh my goodness. Your phone's gonna explode.
That's crazy.
But we'll see how that is. I don't know how the gameplay is gonna look. If anyone does, to let us know. There's also, it is also the 25th anniversary of Naruto. Today, actually. So it's Naruto's 25th anniversary. Yeah, I'm
Why
just
is the
now.
goat?
We could have made a Naruto-centered episode, but
yeah,
I didn't know that. So,
that's
happy
crazy.
birthday to Naruto.
Yeah.
But yeah,
you do a Naruto tier list soon or something.
Naruto tier list would be fire indeed. But One Piece live action also dropped some new castings and sneak peeks at a certain character. We've seen Nico Robin and Crocodile. What are your thoughts on the two actors that they casted for that?
Right on.
I was gonna let you talk because I don't know anything about them, but they look like the characters, so
Yeah, I think the actor for Crocodile was just right on, and I like Nico Robbins a lot. Nico Robin. Oda said Nico Robin is from Russia, and this girl, she's a Russian model, so I think it fits perfect. They cooking. They just picking it up a level.
Yeah, I want to see them in costume first before I make formulate my opinion, at least on how the characters look.
Yeah.
They haven't really missed with any actors yet. I know there's a lot of controversy behind Vivi and everything, but I think all the castings have been great, and they're going through Oda. So I'm trusting what we're getting.
Yeah. It's gonna be hype.
I know you guys saw that sneak peek at the
Chopper.
Yeah.
Hey, it looks cool. We didn't.
I
really
gotta see the face.
I mean, yeah, we didn't see the face. We didn't see the face.
Face.
I hope that's not for a bad reason, but.
Oh man,
it building that suspense. But
like Sonic, that first version of Sonic with the.
See, that's why they should have revealed the face so that they could hear critiques and then make some changes. But whatever.
Yeah.
Well, they're gonna show it. I don't even know if they fully recorded it yet. I believe they're still
in progress,
some kind of development process, so they have a lot of time. I didn't know this actually. It's like a random fact. His horns had they looked like they were furry, and I was like, why? It's kind of weird. And people were pointing that out, but apparently that's actually a thing deers have. They have the little hairs on their horns. So I was like, oh, okay. I guess it makes sense.
I did not know that.
And then his
I don't think that's true. That just can't be true.
And fuzzy. His hat's kind of furry and fuzzy too. He looks like a stuffed animal.
Yeah, I mean that's how he looks on the show. So.
Yeah. But we'll see. It's still very early as well. But I think it looked cool. Just the movements look pretty smooth as well. We can catch up on some supers and then get into some One Piece and Jujutsu Kaisen manga talk. We're going to be talking manga spoilers in a bit. So if you're not caught up, as always, tune into the uploaded version. We got timestamps. You can skip through it if you don't want to be spoiled, because we are talking spoilers.
Or stay and get spoiled.
Yes. And we'll re-emphasize this before we start each two in case anyone joins before then. But Super Chats, we got Mehul, favorite AOT plot twist, and who would be in that world? I'm not sure what that last part means. Probably in reference to something we talked about earlier. But, hey, a favorite AOT plot twist? How could you not say anything but...
Yeah.
Reiner. How could you say anything but that? I mean, you could say Aaron and
I was going to say Aaron and his dad.
That might be the one for me, because that one I remember I didn't read the manga, so when I watched that episode for the first time, I was just shook. I was like, what the?
Yeah, Aaron and his dad for me at least.
I didn't know what was going on. I was tripping just like him.
That one probably wasn't as impactful to me because I already had seen what happened with that, but the whole Reiner reveal was definitely, in my opinion, the most OMG, what the hell just happened moment.
Yeah.
That stands out to me.
Yeah.
What else would y'all put in that conversation? Anything?
Like from AOT?
Yeah.
It's hard, man, because I mean, I feel like the revealing of who Annie really wasn't really a big surprise. I feel like it was kind of, we kind of assumed it eventually. We're putting pieces together. Because the Reiner one was just like, yo. It's like, hey, yo, man, I'm the Armor Titan.
Yeah, like, what? He just dropped that bomb, like, out of nowhere.
It's tough. Like, y'all have anything? I can't think of another one like I would put on that level.
On that level.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else would just be, I'm just going to say this just so I don't say these two. But Angel says, why not review Dragon Ball Z? Wait, I'm not sure what that one means either, but if we're referring to Dragon Ball Daima, we'll definitely be talking about it.
Are they talking about the super manga? Maybe that's more so what they're talking about.
True.
Well, the manga hasn't come out with a chapter in a bit.
Yeah, I don't know when the next one comes out, actually.
Actually, your phone's low-key buzzing.
Oh, shoot, my bad.
That's all.
I have the chat like right next to the mic.
Oh, damn, you get notifications from the chat?
Oh, well,
That's
no.
a lot of notifications. Oh.
No.
But yeah, we caught up on the super chats. Now let's get to some Jujutsu Kaisen. Jujutsu Kaisen came out before One Piece. So
yeah.
If you don't want to know about the next chapter of Jujutsu Kaisen, scroll away. I believe the official release is tomorrow, but we got we still have some information on it. It's a pretty interesting chapter, and when I say interesting, it's not really much that happened until the very end. We see Takaba talking to someone, and there's a guy that looks just like Kenjaku with the text bubble covering his face. That has everyone going crazy, but I assume it's just his curse technique manifesting Kenjaku as like an assistant, because he's probably the most relatable person he's ever been able to come across to. He challenged his whole ideology as a comedian, and it's probably just him manifesting it, but who knows? Like, Kenjaku could pull something crazy. What do y'all think on that?
I would rather it be Kenjaku. Because look, I don't know how he would have survived, but there's a reason why he said his will be passed on. And I don't think he was talking about Sukuna. So, whether that be through Takaba, I guess that's one way of going about it. I don't know how that would make sense, though, because if Takaba thinks of it as funny, and he's on the sorcerer's side, I don't think he'd think it's funny for Kenjaku's will to keep going on, because Kenjaku's will is just chaos. You know what I'm trying to get at? Like, I don't know. Like, is it just Kenny, but like the funny version? Like, I don't know.
I'm just conflicted still. You know how I've been feeling about these last chapters. I feel like if I kind of have the hope that maybe there will be something to continue at, because isn't this next chapter the final chapter?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There has to be more.
It has to be more.
It has to be more.
I'm honestly going to be very shocked because if there isn't like even if there isn't an open-ended ending, I feel like a lot of people are going to assume that Gege is going to like in a few months surprise everyone with a continuation or something. So I don't feel like people can ever shake that feeling off now for a while out of cope. But I really do hope there's more.
It's also like A Dream's End. That's the title of this chapter. But why would the dream be ending if they just defeated Sukuna? Wouldn't you think like there's now you can actually go out and accomplish your dream? Because Sukuna's gone? Like, so that's what I'm saying. I feel like there's more coming, because otherwise I'm not really getting this.
At the end of this chapter, Yuji, Nobara, and Megumi are about to go on a mission to find the final Culling Games player. So that's gonna be something. It could be something huge, or it could just be something super minimal. We don't know. Kind of like in My Hero. Well, I don't want to spoil it actually, but there's a similar situation happening with a whole person being found and whatever, you know. And it kind of is like, could this be something? And it ended up not being something. So I'd compare it in that regard, but there's a big announcement coming soon, according to an editor. And again, this also reminds me of My Hero Academia, because when we were in, like, second to last chapter, before the last chapter, they were like, huge My Hero announcement coming soon. Everyone's like, oh, damn, we're getting a spin-off, we're getting this and that. And what did it end up being? A popularity poll.
That's so actually ridiculous.
I'm not going to be surprised if something similar happens with Jujutsu Kaisen. Maybe it's like an anime announcement, but they say there's more to come, which wasn't really said about the My Hero thing. They just said big announcement, popularity poll. So there's more to come.
It's going to be a Gojo
in the editor's notes. What'd you say, Gojo? What?
It's going to be a Gojo themed video game just to troll.
Oh my gosh! I swear, in the editor's like comments though, it said like, "Is this the end?" with like a question mark. Hold on, let me pull it back up because I need to make sure.
I'm gonna be honest; they be changing so much between the leaks and full translations. Like,
yeah, that's true.
Last chapter with the broom girl, everyone's like, "What do you mean you wanted to turn?" And then it's really just her saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't help much."
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm sure we all knew it was going to be like that. I just took the opportunity to hate on her. But Jujutsu Kaisen fans are something else, man. They will defend or attack the most random characters just because they hear a controversial opinion. Like, when I made a video attacking Broom Girl, there was a lot of people like, yeah, she doesn't do nothing. But then there's also people defending her like she's done anything at all, or like she's a significant character. I'm surprised. I'm not saying you shouldn't defend her, but I'm kind of shocked that people are willing to. Like, what?
There's a reason why you're calling her Broom Girl. Like, there's like not even her real name. Like, yeah.
I've seen people defending her, calling her Broom Girl.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen has one chapter left. It's
crazy.
Lord knows where this is going. But
no telling. That's for sure.
That's pretty much all the main points from the latest chapter. It was a lot of relevant characters in this chapter. But let's talk the newest chapter of One Piece. Again, spoilers for the next chapter of One Piece. There is leaks for it right now. I believe the full chapter has been fan translated. Official release is tomorrow, so if you want to wait for that, be sure you go away. Yeah. We're going to be talking about it here. So we get an update on the Lego castle they're stuck in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's just have this started off by the Vikings say that something happened to their god, the rabbit god that they had. Okay, let's just start it off by that. Okay, now let's continue on with the rest of the story. Nami's found she's being attacked by a giant bee, right? Zeus comes out and saves her. And then there's just more giant animals. Like, I don't know what's going on. I mean, it does make sense, though. We're in the land of the giants. Elbaf.
Yeah. Gotta bring up Usopp getting slept by a cat, man. Gotta bring it up.
Yeah, that's. I mean, to say I
busted
didn't
out
expect
laughing,
that,
bro.
though. Like,
I was like, this is what I've been waiting for.
Usopp's big arc is Elbaf. What he does in Elbaf, imagine.
Hey, we gotta build into it.
Yeah.
I don't think it was gonna start off with Usopp.
Yeah,
I'm a brave warrior to see now just beat up a giant cat.
It's cool to
But-
see them like they're in the adventure. You know, I feel like we're gonna get the next few chapters, even though there's a break next week. I feel like we might be getting that pre-time skip kind of Straw Hat adventure type feel. You know, they're in the wilderness trying to figure out where they are, but they might just bump into the giants next chapter. You know, there's no telling.
Yeah, and this is one of the last opportunities to do something like that with the end game being so close. So once the big war starts, there's not going to be no silly little Straw Hat moments, you know.
yeah.
Somebody
I mean,
getting dropped.
I don't know though. Oda can still fit those in here and there because he's good with it.
With more of emphasis like this. Like there's going to be little moments, sure.
Yeah.
And it's also probably one of the last times we'll see the core Straw Hats all grouped together by themselves, right?
Yeah.
Because in the final war, I assume it's going to be a lot of separation, like in Wano. So
It's gonna be hard to watch.
We'll have to enjoy it while it lasts. Someone said
I think this
Usopp
Lego
stocks. Usopp stocks going down. I'm invested now. If you're saying it's going down,
Yeah, invest now.
I'll buy. I
Yeah,
will
I'm
buy
invested.
low gladly. The outfits look crazy though. Except for Usopp, but Zoro has the Zoro mask. You know what?
Yeah.
I forget the full name of Zoro, but the Zoro with 2 R's.
Yeah, Zoro.
OG
The
Zoro.
Mask of Zoro. Yeah.
Yeah, he has a mask similar to that. And Sanji, I like his the best. He looks clean.
Sanji always has clean fit.
He looks like he's from Vinland Saga in that fit.
Take a look at them again.
What's it called though?
we
I
saw
think this
Nami's
Lego
episode.
castle is like, because you see like the Vikings in there. I keep saying like. See that? I caught that. I see the castle, and I'm thinking, the Vikings in the castle are not giants, right? So, what I'm thinking is the giants built a Lego castle for the normal-sized people that live in Elbaf, and the Straw Hats are somehow there. I don't know how they ended up there, obviously, because Nami doesn't even know how they ended up there, but
I think there has to be some kind of external party because they just vanished from the ocean. Someone like had to teleport them or something, right? Or who's just gonna snatch their ship up without being noticed?
well,
They were sleeping, right? They were sleeping, so they didn't see like what could have happened. But
And the drink they were
Still.
drinking, the hallucinations that Nami brought back up, maybe that had something to do with it. Like, I don't know.
even the giants that saved him didn't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Loki
which
could
brings
just be
the
a
question
little-
like, why is the ship still at sea right now? Like, where are the like? It took the giants less than a day to get to Egghead, and yet it's been 2 days and they're still out at sea.
Maybe they got done like the Hashira attacking Muzan.
I
The
wouldn't
little
get
the little. You still haven't caught up on it, Fexer?
it.
been months.
Bro.
Oh,
Bro.
man. You haven't even seen the scene of when they're trying to jump Muzan.
I think I've seen like an
They
edit.
Strings the little.
An edit. An edit.
Oh man, that's crazy. But chapter leaves off. I believe they're just all reunited with each other in this Lego castle. Should be a pretty chill next few chapters. I don't know if we'll get any big lore bombs or anything, but I've been enjoying this this first part of the Elbaf Arc. I know it's only like one
Same.
chapter technically, but
Yeah.
it looks like it'll be cool.
It's been worth the wait. I was not disappointed with this chapter at all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
same.
I'm actually so glad that we transitioned like smoothly and fastly too.
Yeah.
Like it was like that, but it was smooth. So
Do you guys think this is going to be a significant part of the Elbaf, or is it just like a slow little introduction if you know what I mean.
Well,
A mini arc, might I say.
so remember how I said that rabbit was eaten? That rabbit's known as the ear god on Elbaf. They literally ate the god of Elbaf, just casually. So I feel like that's going to start a little mini conflict, and then they're going to
What was it the
sort
thing
out.
in Wano? The pig thing, like the mountain god or something?
Yeah,
That wasn't
yeah,
nothing crazy.
yeah.
They're gonna take that as
It
a
was
sacrifice
bad.
to that was a sacrifice to Nika is how they're gonna look at it. They're gonna be like, oh, you hate all right, that was a sacrifice to our sun god.
Yeah.
They might hate it. It might be eating all the giant carrots or something.
I just realized that this Elbaf arc is going to be like Luffy glazers all over the place because this
Oh,
is literally
yeah.
their god. They're going to be pressing Luffy for eating it, and then he's going to turn into Gear 5, and they're going to be like, oh my gosh, it's you!
Yeah, we're sorry, we're not worthy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be funny.
Anything else that interesting in the chapter that you guys noticed?
Let me look at it.
Because I saw some people saying,
Usopp.
like, Usopp, what about him?
I seen people cooking his outfit. He got some big old overalls on or something.
He's always doing that.
They thought he was about to have an outfit like Sanji or Zoro, but now he got some big old overalls.
What they think he was gonna be like the first chapter in Elbaf?
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. It is an Usopp outfit from what we've seen.
Yeah.
It's probably one of his best outfits, which is funny considering that it's not
Bro.
nothing crazy, but I don't know. Maybe something similar to like the original pre-time skip outfit would have been cool.
Bro.
You need to show off the muscles, bro.
When
Nice.
with that facial hair he has on, he looked like the regular size version of Morley from the Revolutionary Army. I can't unsee it, bro. I can't unsee it.
What's with the beard? I don't like that.
Bro,
It's
it
just a fake
just
beard.
I'm like,
For what?
oh.
Hey, he did that in Wano too. Remember, he had like the fake.
He was
I mean,
in
it was on
disguise, though.
purpose. It was a disguise, yeah.
Someone gave him
Oh,
a beard.
man.
And because
So
someone probably
random.
dressed them up, right? Or someone used an ability to give them
Dressed
these
him
clothes.
up is outrageous. While he was asleep, kind of
Hey, I
party
don't know
is
what,
that?
how they didn't obviously change into these. They don't know what happened, but someone just decided to give Usopp a beard.
Just gave him a beard, man. I was like, is that a beard he got on? Like,
Maybe with the Giants, like the more facial hair you have, the more
Brave.
mature, manly
Oh.
you are, brave you are, maybe. Because the giant pirates, they all have big old beards. Is there any adult giants that we've seen that don't have a lot of
his baby face.
facial hair? Yeah.
No, I think they have
Oh.
facial hair, I guess.
Yeah.
From the silhouette, it doesn't seem like Loki has a beard, but maybe he's just a child. Maybe this is his Lego castle. Trickster type thing.
That's true.
He is the prince,
Yeah, I mean, that could be true.
but he was going to get married like quite a while ago, so I don't
Yeah.
know. How old is this man?
But then again, giants
Little kid.
like they get big pretty fast, so like he could be like
Mature
20s,
Yeah.
and still be a giant.
Okay.
But I've been seeing
But
people
yeah,
press Oda over his inconsistent drawing of swords. Like apparently Luffy had a sword on his back, and then in the next panel it was like an axe. And they were like, "So why?"
Toon
why
Force.
Or like there was like
I
one
mean-
panel with Nami. She didn't have a sword on her back, and then like the next panel she has a sword on her back. Do you guys
Oda
think people are
be-
just nitpicking? Or
I mean, who cares about that?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
Okay.
that's what I was
Use
saying.
it.
It has
Yeah.
no impact on the story whatsoever.
And they are scrambling around. Maybe they're just like seeing weapons on the fly, just swapping them out.
That's all Oda's fault at the end of the day for doing all these lores and plot twists and connecting the dots for over 1,000 chapters. And everyone wants to the air they're breathing in. This chapter is more dense than this one. You can tell with the riffle that's drawn on here.
Yeah,
Like, bruh.
that's facts. That is fact.
I see a chat saying, Oda just forgot. You guys only want people to like your taste? I don't know if he's referencing someone in the comments. Yeah, he's talking to someone in the comments. I feel like they're I see a bunch of JoJo's talk. I don't even think that's the topic of
Why is JoJo's being
comments. I don't know. There's a lot going on in the chat, it seems, but
A
yeah,
lot
someone's saying
going on
Kid's
in the
about to
chat.
come back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Someone's saying Kid's about to come back.
I think Kid's he's either gonna be shown back either recuperating or he's gonna be training, and he's gonna see someone from the Straw Hat crew and he's gonna be like, he's just like
What if he's in the castle too?
trapped.
Because the Straw Hats vanished. The Straw Hats
We're
vanished.
just gonna see
from-
them like running out of the castle, and then he's gonna look to his left, and it's just like Kid in a jail cell.
Lego jail cell.
That would I can see that happening, man.
The Straw Hats vanished from the ocean, so maybe they I don't know.
Oh, maybe they
teleported him
find
too.
Kid swirling around in there. I mean, I don't know how he'd still be alive, but
Maybe Bardo too. Who knows? I mean,
true.
maybe there's someone with
true.
an Elbaf with an ability like Nakime where they can just fully manipulate this Lego castle or whatever. And
It's the Lego no me. Literally, it could be.
every time Shanks off someone, they're like hit it, Bing! And then
The
they end up in there.
me.
Could be a cool way to get Bardo, Pyrus, and Elbaf, but I don't think that's where they want to be right now if they even survive.
Yeah, no. Hey, Shanks is ruthless.
Yeah,
That was all Yasop last
It was
chapter,
Yasop, man. Yasop
Hey,
was like,
bro, he's his underling. You don't think he was like he didn't allow it?
He told Shanks step out the way.
yeah, he moved Shanks out the way.
Okay,
He said,
okay,
"You being
but
too
realistically-
soft."
Realistically,
Stop
he
being
is the
soft.
captain, so he's responsible for what Yasop did, and he allowed Yasop to do it by not saying anything.
Yeah, he could have seen it with a future sight. You right?
Hey,
Well, I'm not
hey,
gonna say.
hey, yeah, he could have
I'm
seen
not
the
gonna
future side.
say.
But what if
I'm not gonna
Yasop future
say-
sighted his future sight?
I'm not gonna say he just wanted him to do that or he ordered him to. I just
No.
don't think he really
I'm
cared.
not saying that. I don't think he
He just
ordered
didn't
him
care
to.
about
He just
Bardo at
allowed
that
it.
point.
Yeah.
A non-threat.
Yeah.
And then Yasop is the left-hand man, I believe, right? Him or
Yeah.
Lucky Roo, one of those two. I know Beckman's right-hand man, and then Lucky Roo and Yasop are the core guys, so they probably make
I feel like it has to be
decisions in a
Lucky
more
Roo.
balanced manner. Yeah,
It's like
either
mirroring the
Lucky
Straw
Roo or
Hats.
Yasop.
Yeah.
I know Yasop's one of the main ones though, so
Yeah.
Again, like Luffy, sometimes Nami takes the helm of quote unquote captain, or Zoro takes leadership, Sanji, and it's not just Luffy giving orders, barking orders, and they're probably a lot similar in that regard.
Yeah.
If you put the Straw Hats in their shoes, have Zoro give someone a consequence in a similar way, I don't think Luffy's gonna care.
He's not. 'Cause we have to remember, even the commanders of the Grand Fleet, they're commanders that got the title not even by Luffy. They forced the title. Luffy didn't want any of
That
this.
is true. That is true.
They broke the cosplay ship though.
Oh, that's
God.
true.
He probably shot it down because he was like, "Man, change that, man. This is ugly." What was that?
Why are you glazing
Luffy's
my
gonna be-
son so much?
Luffy,
I don't even like my son. I left him.
Luffy's gonna be floating down with this the Going Merry, the Luffy on their ship.
Oh, that's true. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
I wonder if they had a Cleboterman, and what would it be? Would it just be like Luffy as a Cleboterman?
I don't know. You think they had that much of a connection with the ship?
yo.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not.
What the?
Either way, he's dead now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
it's
see Barto waking up. He sees a little Luffy fixing the ship.
at the bottom of the ocean.
Another way they could have survived is they're all in a ball of Bardo's barrier, just floating in the ocean like a little hamster ball.
True.
Yeah, dude, that
True.
fruit. That fruit is like legitimately. I keep saying like. Okay.
Hey, but
fruit
like
is
the
legit.
live.
Like the live. That is true.
Like the live and stop arguing in the chat about JoJo's and ALT.
Yo, they're going at it in,
What is this?
in this chat. This is going crazy, but I think the arguments are about to start now, though, even more because
Oh yeah.
it's time to get into our hot takes. So, us three have prepared. How many hot takes do you guys have?
About 10. Got 10.
And about 10.
Yeah.
How many do you have, Fexer? You have
5.
5? We'll go through 5, and if
Okay.
we want to
5.
expand upon it, we can. So we each have 5 hot takes for y'all today. We're gonna start cool, and they're gonna increasingly get hotter and hotter, right? Who's starting us off? The first one.
I can start.
Go for it.
All right. This one is Bleach is the strongest verse in the big 3, and it's not even close.
It's
Okay,
cold.
yeah.
It's cold.
Very cold take. I'm freezing over here, Roman.
Yeah.
I'm freezing.
I gotta start off cold, man.
I'm freezing.
Gotta start off cold.
Very cold take. Do you want to rotate? We'll rotate. We'll go Fexter up next.
Okay. So, mine's not as cold, but it is about Bleach. So, Bleach is objectively the worst out of the big 3.
Objectively.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You starting off.
That's a big word.
Man.
It's a big word. You know me and my grammar.
That's true.
Oh, I'm gonna call.
Yeah. Starting off a little bit hotter than Romans.
So,
Warming
what
up
do you
now.
think about that, Romans?
Mm,
Let's open up the debates today.
so
Let's get to some arguments.
I even think Bleach has Naruto beat on world building when it comes to even doing a better job not fumbling the character development of the side cast. I feel like Bleach has done a better job, especially throughout Thousand Year Blood War. You know? So like I've said before, I feel like Bleach for me, it gets better in time. I feel like every so often I always catch myself thinking like, dang, I think Bleach might be better than this in Naruto now then also, because I just start understanding the story better. So I could still say I have Naruto over Bleach, but I would say it's not even like miles apart. I would say they're almost in the same room in my opinion right now.
Well, and you know, when I say it's the worst out of the big 3, that's like saying I can't think of a good analogy, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like,
Yeah.
that doesn't mean it's bad.
Yeah.
It's the worst out of greatness. Like, it's slightly less
I like
great.
that. I like that. The worst that I like that.
Yeah. So I definitely don't hate it. I think if I watched Thousand Year Blood War arc, it would probably push it up. I just don't see it going over Naruto for me. I gotta watch
a lot
it.
of lore,
Right?
a lot of lore gets answered. You know, that's what did it for me. I think the Thousand Year Blood War, like the last core, it opened up like a lot of doors from like Soul Society arc and everything, and I was like, I get it now. Like I got the hype.
Yeah.
Fexer, break it down a little more. Are you referring to anime only, manga only, overall series, specific regards?
I'm talking about overall series.
Okay.
Yeah, so that includes the manga and the anime. Yeah.
I think what we can do with these hot takes, I think what we can do is, obviously you started off with this as your coldest take, and then the others can...
What's
Well,
about to go
it's
down?
my coldest take. It's my
No,
coldest
I'm
take.
saying
Yeah.
I'm saying how we can rate them. So it's your coldest take, and then the others can say how hot of a take they would say if we were to say. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, okay. I see.
I think this would be a lot hotter of a take than you think. You know?
Yeah.
That was a Yamamoto Bankai take.
So you're starting like with
blazing
the
hot
take. I would say this is like a 3 out of 5 hot take if I were to have it. If I were to say something similar. If I were to scale
I'd say it's like the middle. It's a cool take.
Spiciness. Spicy.
Spicy scaling? We're spice scaling?
Yeah. Yeah, we're spice scaling today with these hot takes.
Spice.
We're let them cook, so we got to keep it kitchen related, cooking related. 3 out of 5 spice level for me. It's Fexer's 1 out of 5. So if that's 1 out of 5, I think we're gonna get some good ones. I'll go with my first take next. All right. I got a Jujutsu Kaisen hot take. Everything bad that has happened to Gojo is all his fault. I would say, in my opinion, that's a fact, but what do y'all think? I think everything bad that happened...
Even
him getting
Toji?
sealed. Yeah.
Toji, his friends getting packed.
Yeah. Him getting sealed.
Well, okay, are you giving him this responsibility because he's the strongest?
Well, remember, or you want to talk about the Toji part, right?
Yeah.
Well, what aspect of Toji are you referring to?
Like him getting packed.
Rico? Well, well, first of all,
I mean, that is
happened
his
in the
fault.
first
That is
place
his fault.
because he overburned his curse technique. Remember, Geto was like, "Are you good? Are you sure you're good?" He could have been like, "You know what? I don't know. Let's play this a little safer." But no, he pushed it. He got the consequences. He still pulled it off. But Rico, if he didn't do all that, then Rico could have been alive.
Yeah.
Shibuya got himself in the prison room. He was playing around too much. With them cursed spirits all walking into Hanami, Jogo, he could have just blitzed them right then and there.
Yep.
When he gets unsealed, why didn't he fight Sukuna and Kenjaku right when he was there? Why didn't he just finish them? He was more than strong enough. Sukuna, they weren't beating him there.
You're right.
That's fact.
Hey, I'm all here for the Gojo slander.
Yeah, I think that's a cool take. That's a cool take.
Okay, so y'all agree with the cold level, the spicy level, 1 out of 5?
I say it's like I'd say 4 or not 4. I guess 2.
2? Okay, 2 out of 5?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of blame can be placed on Gojo for most things that happen. Even dial it back to the first episode. He didn't have to save Yuji.
Mm-mm.
That's true. That is true.
So
yeah, he's always looking for problems, low key.
Troublemaker.
Yeah.
All
Our
right.
Romans.
Let's see.
2 out of 5 now. 2 out of 5. We're on the 2 out of 5 spicy level.
All right. Let me see what I can do now. Mid. Okay. Let's say this. Not every villain needs a crazy backstory.
Facts.
Oh, that's cold. Cold.
That's
I'm freezing
facts.
cold, Roman.
Look at Sukuna.
I'm still cold.
Facts.
I need to get a sweater.
Hey, remember,
Roman.
I'm the only one that got 10, so I'm trying to go
I
and
need
measure
a
them out now.
I need a blanket.
I'm
man.
freezing. I'm about to freeze here. But yeah, I definitely agree with that. Aizen and Sukuna are prime examples of that.
Yeah.
As long as you understand their motives, why they do what they do, why they are the who, what, where, when, why. You don't need a backstory for that, I feel.
Exactly.
Not everyone needs to have a tragic backstory. Sometimes you can just be evil for being evil.
Yeah. That actually plays right into my next one. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So my next one is
spicy level. We said it right. I think it's another one. I know. We're on number 2. Yeah. I think that one's a 1 still.
This is a 1 as well. Yeah. Okay. JJK story is mid. It's just aura and coolness.
No, I agree.
But that doesn't mean it's bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still love JJK. But the actual story is pretty mid.
It's like Demon Slayer, but people don't want to say it.
Oh, yeah.
I'll agree with it being mid, but a lot of people take the word mid and associate it with a lot of negativity. I don't think mid is
mid is
bad.
mid.
It's mid level. It's pretty it's pretty
It's
average
mid.
level.
It's mid good, like mid great.
I wouldn't say Demon Slayer levels of mid.
To me, to what I've seen JJK fans compare the writing to. I almost had someone say JJK had better writing than Magi. I almost crashed out on them, bro. It's like when I say it like off of that, when I see people what they compare it to, you know, they'd be like, "Oh, Gay is up there with Oda." I'm just like, bro, just.
Like, I think there's a lot more depth behind the characters than things like Demon Slayer, which gives it that extra boost.
Well, I mean, like off the sense how, you know, some people say, "Oh, all Demon Slayer is a mid story," but yet it outsold one of the big 3, is what I mean. You know, so that's where I come from with that. So I'm saying I could still be mid and good.
Okay, so what would you rank my coldness level or spiciness level?
Mid story? Hmm.
Another 2 out of 5. 3
I
out
think
of 5.
I would say two or three.
Yeah, 2, 3.
Because I like the way I like the plot. There's like the
Yeah. I mean, the
plot,
world
I think
building
it does
is
well. Like the story is
it's missed.
Man,
I don't know. I'm trying to like. There's a lot of different elements.
people love
of the
edgy
story.
and dark, and that's what it leaned on, if we being real. And it had a great story. Gege found a way to write an overpowered character well. Like, I give Gege credit for that. I feel like he incorporated Gojo in the story, but he had to be like the MC at first to get him incorporated like that. But he wasn't too much, Like, he had a weakness. And I give him credit for that.
Yeah, the story isn't that complex, that super detailed in terms of writing, but I think the plot is really engaging throughout the arcs. At least through the first few arcs, Shibuya, Culling Games was and then finally the Shinjuku Showdown. I think the plot is super engaging, fast paced, in a good way. So yeah, I would say two or three out of 5. That's a good spice level for that take. Next up, this one might be a bit for my second one. This one, I don't know.
Hey, let's hear it.
We're coming at Oda. So
Oh shoot.
I think that Oda's character tropes for the Straw Hats are very annoying and very overused, like Luffy not being smart, Usopp being a coward, Sanji's degeneracy, Nami beating up on Luffy. I don't think even Zoro getting lost. I don't think it's very funny. I think it's very overused. I think at one point it was funny, and Oda said, "You know what? This is some funny shit right here. I'm gonna run with it." And then it's gotten to a point where I'm just tired of seeing it. I think it's annoying and overused, those character tropes.
That's actually one of the hot takes I had out my 10. So I to me, that's a cold take, if I'm being real, because I agree.
I actually agree with you. I kind of enjoy some of them. Like Zoro getting lost is funny to me. Nami beating up Luffy is somewhat funny to me. The Sanji one, bro, don't get me started on that. What else? Luffy being dumb. Oh my gosh, that one has pissed me off. Look, I understand it's funny at sometimes, but him being stupid at all times is like, I don't like that. I really don't like that because it makes you seem like he doesn't have a brain. Like he's just going around doing whatever. Like, I guess that is kind of what he's doing, but he has some motive. I think that should show a little bit more. He has some intelligence.
I just can't take him seriously. When the serious moments come, sometimes it feels
like in Wano, he was super serious, and it was just like, doesn't feel right.
Yeah, it's two completely different faces with that. So I feel like Luffy feels a little more mature. I think if you would see a very big improvement in terms
like
of
how
his
Naruto
character.
and Shippuden, he kind of matured from what he was in Naruto.
It seemed like he matured at first, but then it seems now Oda's kind of reverting back with Usopp,
The
with
Gear
Luffy's
5
being stupid. Well, the Gear 5 is just him being goofy. That's kind of what it is. But
yeah.
I don't know. I feel like we should have seen some more development in the maturity department.
I give it a 2 because I like the Zoro getting lost.
Yeah, give that 2 also.
What if I added on that it worsens their character? They're obviously still great characters. I'm not saying they're bad characters because of it, but it worsens their character.
I still agree, because if you take that trope away from Sanji, he is arguably one of the best written characters in all of One Piece. But that trope is like, ruins it for me, man.
I don't think I include that as part of his character when I'm thinking about it. Like, obviously you think of it, but like I don't include it. I exclude it.
So you can tell me right now, if a sexy, attractive woman went in front of Sanji at Marineford 2.0, you can be confident that he's not going to get distracted.
I don't know about confident.
Because then it wouldn't make sense with his character. It wouldn't make sense with his character.
That's true.
It would have been the best time to like take that away from his character would have been Wano, when he had that, he had that epitome and
Yes.
everything. I thought it was over after that, you know?
Yes.
But he's back to it. That's why I can't see him getting Conqueror's Hockey. I feel like that would ruin the Conqueror's Hockey element in One Piece too if he had that trope and he got it.
Yeah.
Because you don't see any other character that has it doing that. So stuff like that.
Yeah. It's a good point. I'm still saying 2.
Yeah, 2.
Super chat from Foxo saying, in Thriller Bark, when Frankie just built a bridge out of nothing, randomly like Fortnite, if only it was more than a one-time gag. I see. That's a great instance of not overdoing it, though. Because imagine if we just got a bunch of moments of Frankie building stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
True.
That would be
I'm not
a lot
saying
of plot
you have to like
convenience being
completely.
used.
You don't have to like completely erase it. Like Zoro getting lost doesn't have to be completely erased, but if you put it in at the right moments instead of using it all the time and to the point where it's getting impactful on the overall story, I think.
Yeah.
There's a certain
Like, oh yeah, why aren't we leaving Egghead? Oh, Zoro hasn't made it here yet. Imagine.
Yeah. 2 out of 5. 2 out of 5 though. We're gonna get a little hotter now though. We're on the 3 out of 5s now.
Oh man. All right. 3 out of 5. Let's see what I can do here. All right. Even though I do feel like there are some like great dubs, I just still prefer sub. I can't do dubs. I just can't.
What's your how'd you frame that into a take? More so than
I don't know, for some reason, like, and that's no disrespect to the English actors at all. That's why I said there are a few like ones that stick out to me, like Dragon Ball's like dub, like Link Click, and a few other actors that just stand out. But just I don't know, I just feel more connected. The older I got, and the more I got used to just watching shows sub, I just feel more connected. Like I'll even watch the dub version after, and it just doesn't hit the same to me. I can watch the action, without having to keep up with the words, but I don't know, like. Experience for me just hits more with like the actual language going with the soundtrack, and I don't know. That's where I stand on it. But there's still some great dubs, man. There's some phenomenal dubs that I still would rather watch.
It's a personal preference type thing.
Yeah.
Me personally, I don't want to read. So I like to watch it in dub. And it doesn't sound bad either.
Yeah.
So take sub better than dub.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's another cold one for me.
That's a hotter one for me because I enjoy dub.
Okay.
What would you?
Yeah, it's really.
Finally got my first hot one. Let's go.
I would say I still think that's a 1 out of 5.
Oh, bet.
I still think it's a 1 out of 5.
I'm giving that like a 3 out of. I'm giving it a 3 out of 5 because it's a personal opinion. So yeah, Luffy's dub though I feel like could be a little bit better, but I think it's improved. Yeah. Like I've gotten used to it.
Like I couldn't rock with Kaido's dub, man. I don't know why. I just feel like he was trying too hard. I feel like he was trying too hard. I don't know why. And like I like him in other ones. I do. I just don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm not a fan of Dragon Ball Super's dub during the Tournament of Power. Some of the characters just sound like people just talking.
I need to check it out.
It sounds like, well, yeah, they're dubbing, right? But it sounds like the actors aren't even trying to be like the character. They're not even trying to be like the character, or they're trying too hard, like Roman said. But again,
I can never imagine watching Dragon Ball though in anything other than dub. Like, I can't listen to Goku. Goku.
I'm not even talking about Goku. I'm not talking about the main cast. I'm talking about like the newer Dragon Ball Super characters.
Yeah.
But again, no disrespect to them.
Not at all.
It's just a matter of personal preference.
Yeah, it's just preference.
I'm not discrediting them. I'm not saying they're bad. It's just a matter of my enjoyment.
Yeah. All right.
Is it my turn now, or is it?
No, it's my turn.
Baxter.
I honestly thought this one was going to be hotter. Yeah, I thought this one was going to be hotter, but I actually think you guys are going to 100% agree with me. Demon Slayer, carried by animation. It's like okay, so you're not going to agree with me. Okay.
I'm a heavy disagree on this opinion.
Bruh.
I
know I'm going to have a hot one for you later.
It's about the Demon Slayer slander. It's one of my biggest pet peeves.
Just saying this later. I was just saying this earlier about it. Like, this is what I meant with how people can say JJK story mid, but then say Demon Slayer carried by animation, but yet the manga numbers, people want to go to the numbers. It sold over Bleach in a short time span, in a crazy time span. So like to get carried by animation, I can't agree with that. That's hot, man. That's hot.
That's a 4 for me. It's a 4 for me because,
Yeah.
like Roman said, it's carried by animation. How are the manga sales doing so well?
Before the anime got out. You know?
That
I
cast
can't
of
answer
characters. That cast of characters is honestly, I would say, it has one of the best cast of characters in terms of how enjoyable they are to see and how like lovable the cast of characters is. How many can you say were? How many animes, new gen animes, are there where there's a main group like Tanjiro, Zenitsu, Inosuke? They're all great. The Hashira, as a collective unit, that's one of the best groups in new gen. How many animes in new gen have that many good characters like that? Like Black Clover does a great job, but Jujutsu Kaisen, Yuji, there's a Jujutsu High, right? But then outside of that,
They gave you an attractive
villains.
white-haired character with the blue eyes. And it just did numbers that had a hacks that could beat Goku, supposedly, and then it just took off. Let's be real here.
Demon Slayer has so many good characters in that main cast, and even the villains. Muzan, I'm not going to count, but top 3 Upper Moons, those are some of the most well-written villains in New Gen. This final arc is the best arc in Demon Slayer.
Kokushibo, I feel like it was better than Muzan.
Oh yeah, he might not even be top 5, but that's another discussion for another day.
Vexer hit us with a hot one, man.
I thought you guys might agree on that one. I guess not.
Oh no,
man.
Do you have any defense for it, or do you?
I just like the actual story to me. Like it's obviously a personal opinion. That's what makes it a hot take. Like it's all right. It's just like you're going to defeat the demon, the king of the demons. Like it's kind of like
out for my sisters.
Like yeah, my sister is a demon now. I'm trying to figure out a way to heal her, and that's it.
This is gonna tie perfectly into my next hot take. I see a lot of comments saying, "Oh, manga sales don't mean it's good, this and that." Here's my next take. Enjoyability has to be the number one factor when you rate things, because anime is a form of entertainment. If you're not rating based on your enjoyment, if you're rating based on other things, if you're saying writing is more important than something like enjoyability, you're just I don't know what to say. You're a sheep, I guess.
Yep. I agree. Is that the take?
That's the take. I think you're a sheep. If you don't rate things based on your enjoyment, it can be things like writing can be factors into that enjoyment.
Like I could have came out here and lied and said Demon Slayer was good.
Exactly.
Yeah. People say Demon Slayer story sucks, so it's not good. Well, people enjoy it. I enjoy Demon Slayer a lot more than stories that are way better written.
Yeah, that's fine.
So why would I rate something I don't enjoy as much above it just because of the writing? Like that's just a sheep-like behavior there for me.
Yeah, I actually agree. I think that's one. That's a one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Again, writing can be a factor in that enjoyment, but there's lots of other things. And Demon Slayer is a prime example. I'm not a fan of Demon Slayer because of it being something super complex and detailed and deep. No.
Same with JJK. I enjoy JJK more than Demon Slayer. The stories are probably pretty simplistic, both of them. I mean, what is the JJK?
Story's better, but...
What is JJK, though? You're defeating the big bad guy that got revived by some psychopath's curse, and you guys did it. Congratulations.
Like Halloween.
We're ending the cycle of curses. But I just like it.
Yeah, it's just a matter of everyone's opinion. Not everyone's going to value good writing. You can have the most complexly written story. There's some crazy stories out there with super detailed writing that are flat out boring.
Yeah, the best example would be Fate. You know, Fate. Everyone says Fate has the best animated fights. People watch it because of fights, and most of the time, people don't know what's going on. They're just there for the animation and the fights, and it's enjoyable.
Yeah, I'm not saying. I see a comment saying, "Oh, people just love flashy fights." That could be part of your enjoyment.
Part of it. Soundtrack, choreography.
Some people just rate things based on that. incorporate writing a bit or how much they like the characters. But yeah, if you're not rating based on your enjoyability, if you're rating things like, say, you're rating something better because it's better written, even though you might have enjoyed the other one better, that is just weird to me. You're a sheep if you think like that. So y'all think that's a cold take?
I do think it's a cold one.
Yeah.
This next one might make Fexer tweak out, though. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh God, let's hear it.
Is this spice level 4?
Yeah,
spice level 4.
All right, man. Here we go. So, out of all the new gen anime, and I'm counting like Demon Slayer, JJK, MHA, Black Clover, I think the one that had the most impact overseas to where we are is Demon Slayer. That pandemic era, no matter what people want to say, Attack on Titan this, I dropped my kid off at daycare, kids wearing Demon Slayer. I'm seeing Demon Slayer stickers everywhere.
You know what?
Then the theater hit the
it got a lot of new people.
The wave was crazy.
It got a lot of new people into anime. You know what? I can see that.
It was weird. Like, it was like seeing that many people at the theater for the movie was just odd. It was dope to see, but I'm just like, what's going on here?
I think My Hero Academia might be a bit more impactful, but that Demon Slayer in terms of sheer popularity is definitely.
You think it hit mainstream?
My Hero? Or are you saying Demon Slayer is the most mainstream, or?
I think Demon Slayer had more of a impactful. I think that brought it that caused the buzz over here to the West.
I would say My Hero did it first. I think Demon Slayer added on to that. That'd be my. Okay. It's not a bad take at all, though. Yeah. I think because My Hero, it was huge when it first dropped. It was huge. It changed it was one of the game changers in terms of new gen anime. It was the game changer in my opinion.
Yeah.
But yeah, Demon Slayer's the most popular new gen, I would say.
Would you rate it?
I would say because it definitely got a lot of new people into anime, but I don't think it's the best one. I give it a
pandemic wave.
I give it a 3. Yeah.
I'm gonna say 2 because I do think I would say My Hero is more impactful, but it's not something I feel very strongly about. That's where I'd say this is a crazy hot take.
Yeah,
because it's objectively true that it's one of the most popular new gens, severely impactful.
Okay, well, my next one is more of just an opinion, but Boruto 2 Blue Vortex has 0 bad chapters.
2 Blue Vortex, 0 bad chapters.
They are every single one 8 out of 10 and above.
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10 and above. Every
8
single
out of 10.
One. Hey, I know a lot of you guys don't know what it's like, but you got to read it to know if this is facts. You can't just say, well, no, it's not true.
I'm trying to just remember all the chapters I read. I'm trying to remember because I have read them. And we're talking the time skip, right? Yeah, post time skip.
Time skip, yeah. I
can agree with that. I can agree with that. I haven't found really any disappointment in those chapters like I did before. Well, just with the anime, so it's been giving me hope.
Yeah.
This is a bit high up on the list for me. You could have switched this around with Demon Slayer.
Yeah, that very first one you had, man. You could have switched.
I was assuming that there was going to be a lot more Boruto hate. That's what I was assuming there was going to be a lot more Boruto hate.
No, it'd be a hot take if you just dropped the 2 Blue Vortex.
Oh, okay,
Boruto in general. Now that's a hot take.
That's a hot take right there, which is facts too.
But yeah, this is a bit. I feel like hating on Boruto nowadays has just become a trend. Yeah, in the manga at least.
Okay, well, I guess I'm glad that it's a cold take.
My last 2, these are 2 Dragon Ball hot takes. I think these will be pretty hot to other people, but I can back them up. I'm going to start with Goku and Vegeta as a duo are vastly overrated. They're one of the most overrated anime duos.
I mean, they're
I
one
want
of
to
the
hear the
most
initial thoughts
iconic.
first before
They're the most
I'll elaborate.
iconic, though. So I don't know. Do you think iconicness does not play a factor in how much they should be rated?
I'm talking strictly as a duo. I'm not talking about just the characters being associated together, just as a duo. You know,
What are you
Actually,
looking
focus more
together?
for?
on that part.
Like fighting
Okay,
Yeah.
together?
so you want me to back it up?
Yeah,
I'll back it
back it up.
So take a look at their dynamic, right? Vegeta hates Goku. Goku just annoys Vegeta. They're cool in a fight, sure, but in terms of their dynamic, they never want to fight with each other. Again, Vegeta hates Goku. Outside of combat, they don't associate at all. Like, they have completely separate lives. Vegeta doesn't even want to see Goku. They're carried by that mutual respect for each other. They have a few cool moments, but as a duo dynamic, is that really even a duo? I think Goku and Piccolo's a better dynamic than those two. It's really similar, except Piccolo
No, but I like
shows
that
is
whole.
more openly respectful.
Okay.
I like that whole though. I hate you, but you're still my friend. You know, I like that dynamic.
Yeah, I like the dynamic how, like, in a way, Goku kind of helped show Vegeta how to be more what he is now.
Yeah,
You know,
he's a
like, he was
changed man
kind
a
of
little bit, at least. He's not that same pure evil Saiyan.
They've had some great moments for sure, but for people to always associate them as this duo, as this tandem, when they don't really ever want, or
Bro.
Vegeta at least, they don't ever want to be associated with each other. That to me makes me feel like they're overrated.
Well, think about it though. When
As
you
a
think
duo,
of Dragon
as a
Ball
duo.
Z or Dragon Ball, you think of the fights. Like, let's keep it a buck. We think about the fights. And what do we think about? Goku and Vegeta fighting together. Like in Super when they fought Goku Black. I thought that was pretty sick. That's like a nice moment.
I'm more focused on the dynamic between the two.
The dynamic.
The only
between
time
two-
we
okay.
ever see their real dynamic, how they really feel about each other, is in life or death situations. Otherwise, it seems like they hate each other. Look at
You
someone
think
like
even in
Luffy and
that's
Super,
more
Zoro.
down
even
to
in
their,
Super,
that's
you
more
think
down
they
to the
hate each
Saiyan
other?
race, though. That's more down to the Saiyan race, I feel like, yeah.
I don't think in
Vegeta,
Super they hate each other, bro.
Vegeta, I'm saying. Not Goku. Vegeta.
I don't even think Vegeta acts like he hates Goku. It's an act.
Yeah,
He pisses him off every time
In
he sees him. He's
Super,
like, oh,
in
look at
Super,
stupid
he's
imbecile.
yes. That's what I'm saying. Bro, it's an act. He's
Kakarot,
trying to
what
act.
are you doing here?
He's literally acting hard. He's acting hard.
Ooh.
Look at someone like Luffy and Zoro. They play off of each other. They have much more of a dynamic outside of just having each other's backs. Zoro makes Luffy a better captain. Luffy brings out the best in Zoro. There's much more to it.
Vegeta dropped his pride and gave his last bit of energy for Goku to save the universe.
I mean,
They fuse together.
yeah, I'm not. They fuse together, yeah, but I'm talking about like associating them as a pair, as a tandem. And I'm not saying they're bad. I'm saying it's overrated.
So who would you say is your number? Who's your duo? Then who's your top? So I know where you're coming from with this. Who?
When I think of a good duo, I think of the Luffy Zoros, the Elric brothers, the Gon and Killuas of the world. Those are the type of duos that I look
Zoro
for when
calls
people
Luffy
say
an idiot.
it's not. It's not. Yeah, but it's not comparable to Goku and Vegeta whatsoever, especially in Super, and even in Dragon Ball Z. It took all the way up until the Buu Saga for them to even become a duo, right?
Yeah.
And once they became that duo, like my favorite Goku and Vegeta moments probably come from the Buu Saga. And then since then, everything that makes that duo great, we've just seen rinse and repeat, right? They hate each other. Like Vegeta's annoyed of Goku. They get in a life or death situation. Vegeta says, "You know what?" Or he fully explains his respect for Goku, and he says, "You take it from here, buddy."
I guess the initial take was they're overrated as a duo, and I think that
As a
when
duo.
people hear duo, they're not necessarily thinking about the dynamic, but they're just thinking about the
Yeah.
two characters.
Yeah.
Well, they're two of the most iconic characters. So
This is how I'm explaining it.
yeah,
I
I understand what you're saying,
now.
but what I'm
After you
saying
said
is that
Ed and,
most people are not seeing it that way.
Yeah. After you said the Elric brothers, I get where you're coming from now.
Yeah, as a duo,
Yeah.
when I think duo, I'm thinking dynamic. there's a lot of animes where I can just think of two really cool characters and they have nothing to do with each other. You could say that's a duo, right? But
Yeah. Like
what if I went
Gojo
to
and
One Piece? I'm
Sukuna.
like,
Is that a duo? No.
if you want to call them a duo, you got to focus on the dynamic. I feel like with Gojo and Sukuna, they have a great dynamic.
So what about
So
Sasuke
you
and
would
Naruto?
consider them a duo?
What about Sasuke and Naruto?
Well, Sasuke and Naruto, I think it's weird because when you think duos, that's how I'm taking it. I'm thinking about their dynamic. I'm not just focused on how cool are these two characters together. Which is why Goku and Vegeta are so highly rated. They are an iconic duo. They have had some of the best moments together in all of Dragon Ball. But I'm thinking of their dynamic. Maybe I should say their dynamic is overrated more so than them as a duo.
Yeah.
That's a better way to
I'm
shape
going
what
4
I'm
out of
trying
5.
to vote.
I
I'm
could
gonna
go
go
5 out of 5.
I'm gonna go 4 out of 5. I could go 5 out of 5. The more I think about the Majin Vegeta moments too with their dynamic, I might say 5 out of 5. So I'm gonna say 4 before I change my mind.
Okay. Hey, some of these chats, they're coming after me. So Jay's ideal duo is that they got to be nice to each other? No, not at all. I just said Gojo and Sukuna are a great duo because of their dynamic and how they parallel each other. Duos tend to have great teamwork and coordination when fighting opponents. That's a good point. Goku and Vegeta have good coordination in fight stuff.
Yeah.
But in terms of dynamic, outside of fighting
Yeah.
Goku and Vegeta,
That's 4 for me.
what dynamic do they have? What dynamic do they have outside of fighting? Yeah, they
They
respect
got
each
that.
other.
They got that hate.
Every duo,
that,
every
that
good duo
love
respects
hate.
each other.
They got that hate.
Do you enjoy seeing that? Like Vegeta just annoyed at Goku's stupidity?
I think it's a little bit overplayed, but I enjoy seeing it. It's like those tropes.
You enjoy seeing it?
Yeah.
That sort of reminds me of the Oda character tropes with like Luffy and Nami.
Yeah.
So do you think Chi-Chi beating up on Goku? I'm not comparing Vegeta to that. I'm just saying, like as an example. Do you think that? What do you think about that? Chi-Chi beating up on Goku,
I
yelling
think it's
at him.
like this is gonna sound crazy. Goku's like not around a lot, so we only see it like very little. So I'm fine with it. Because it's not.
Remember though, Chi-Chi's actually strong in her own right. You know, she's the daughter of the Ox King and stuff. So I feel like she was strong in Dragon Ball.
True.
Yeah, and for context, I still think Goku and Vegeta is one of the greatest duos of all time. Dynamic wise, it's not exactly up there with some of the others, like I've mentioned. I see a good comment in the chat that sums it up pretty well. It depends. There's a big difference between a fighting duo and a duo. Naruto and Sasuke, fighting duo is insane. But also, I think they're a great duo because of their dynamic. They don't have the most interconnected moments with each other, but they play off of each other.
Yeah.
Goku and Vegeta's, okay, we're rolling up to the fight. I'm fighting him first. No, I'm fighting him first. Outside of the fight.
But that's like a part of
Vegeta's
the
yelling at
dynamic,
Goku.
though.
I know. I'm saying that's why I'm saying it's overrated.
Okay.
I'm not saying you can't consider that. I'm just saying I don't think they don't have much in their dynamic.
It's
outside
not
of that
deep.
mutual
I
respect.
understand what you're saying. Yeah.
So yeah,
All right, well, this is the
I'm not
last
saying
round.
they need to be nice to each other.
Yeah.
I think they just need to play off of each other a little more. Have more of an impact in why they do the things that they do.
Yeah.
Because you think of the Elric brothers, Gon and Killua, Naruto, Sasuke, their dynamic heavily influences the story and why they do the things that they do. Their motives.
Yeah.
Nowadays in Dragon Ball Super, it's not exactly there with Goku and Vegeta, and throughout most of Dragon Ball Z. It wasn't until the Buu saga until we really saw some real development from that duo. But that was my 4 out of 5.
Well, you got a 4 out of 5 from me, so.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a
Last
hot
round.
one.
We got a last round of hot takes. These are going to be
Drop the
steaming.
hottest takes.
All
I could
right,
have switched that one with my last one, but we'll see.
here we go. This one, it's got to be my hottest one. We have an anime called 86. So they have a lot of similarities with Attack on Titan. They focus on discrimination, war, politics. I think 86 does it 5 times better than Attack on Titan. Now, I'm not saying that Attack on Titan isn't a top 10 anime,
Hey,
but
look.
those who have seen 86 know what I mean. But that's just my opinion. I feel like you take all the shonen fluff that's somewhere there in AOT, you have the same type of just raw elements as 86.
I don't even know if I can comment because I haven't
Jalal
seen 86.
says facts.
Bruh.
Bushy says facts. Saiyan says 80,
How
86. Y'all need to watch 86.
5 times better than a perfect
bro,
story? Because
it would catch you
AOT
off guard,
is
bro.
almost dang near perfect.
86 is flawless, bro.
Wow.
It's up there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is not a knock to AOT at all. Like, it's... Look at the chat. Look at
Wow.
I haven't seen it, but I recently saw a short actually about this 86. I forget who it's from, but
took my breath away, bro.
they were saying it was boring.
Well, they just hate, bro. It ain't boring, bro. They just want all this other action every single second. This, bro, it's just, they probably cried. That's probably, it made them cry. They probably like, this is whack, bro. I can't. Because it gets deep, bro. It gets deep.
If that's true, I guess I gotta go. Look, for me, because I haven't seen it, I don't know anything about this, and you just named a number. You literally said 80. You named an even number and said, all right, this is better than AOT. I'm going 5 out of 5, bro. I can't imagine it. How can it be 5 times better than AOT?
Look at the chat, too. Let's go.
Chat
give
is
you a
on
month,
your side.
Fexer. You got to watch 86. You have a month, Fexer.
I get a month.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Fexer.
I went with a 5. Yeah.
I would say I haven't seen it, so I can't give a fair rating. I'll say, I mean, considering how huge AOT is, I would say it's probably a 4 or 5. To say anything is 5 times better than AOT.
Yeah, some people in chat are saying 86 is better. I'm saying it came out in the pandemic. There's a hiatus going on right now, but the way it even ended for season 1, you would think it's over, but it's not. Like, it's one season it did this impact. You know what I'm saying? That has to be crazy.
That's fair enough. What are you giving it, Jay?
Yeah, I'd say 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5. All right, so that
means... Or
means...
you know what? I'll say 5 because to say anything is 5 times better than AOT. To say anything.
Now I'm not saying it's 5 times better. I'm saying like those main ports, like the discrimination, and everything, like the impact of it. They like you'll have to see it. When you see it, you'll be like, damn.
Hey, did I mishear it or are you kind of like backtracking it a little bit?
No, because like I'm not back. I'm not back. I'm stand on this, bro. I stand on this with 86. There ain't no way for.
I just heard the 5 out of 5 times better. I misheard it. Or you're trying to break.
I said they do those elements 5 times better.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll stick with the 5.
That's why I say you take the shonen fluff out of AOT because that's what it is. 86 is seinen, so they have to keep little things there for shonen. You take that out, it's 86 because 86 they don't hold anything back. Genocide's more raw than what they show in AOT.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's way more. I'll stick with a 4 then.
Yeah.
I'll stick with a 4.
Okay. My last one, I have 2. I actually have 2, but I'm not gonna do the 2 obviously. I'm gonna do 1. But I'm trying to decide which one I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna pick. All right, yeah, we'll do this one. I don't know if this is really hot, but we're gonna see. Madara Gauntlet Run is the best gauntlet run in all of anime manga.
You putting this at 5 out of 5?
Is this
a 5 out of 5? You could put this at number 1.
Whoa. You don't have any gauntlets in mind that could be better?
I'm not about to say Sukuna, bro. I'm not about to say Sukuna. He killed
okay.
Mei-Mei's crows. Everyone else that died sacrificed himself. Besides Gojo.
I would have to go deep in my anime bag to try and think of some, because I might have seen some crazy gauntlets, but
bro, okay, you know what? Screw it. We're doing the other one. We're doing the other one.
Whoa.
No, screw this
1 out of 5.
Yeah. We're doing characters with no feet are the most glazed and hated.
Do you have any examples?
Mihawk.
No. Most glazed.
Monkey D. Dragon.
Is it directed at yourself or something?
Monkey D. Dragon. No, it's not directed at myself. It's just directed at characters with no feet.
Well, you said they're the most glazed, and
and hated. Monkey D. Dragon. Akainu. I mean, Akainu has some feet, but I'm trying to get at.
So let me try and break this down a bit. So you're saying characters without feats?
It's like they're either super loved or they're super hated. There's not a lot of.
So you're trying to say a character needs feats? Oh wait, it needs feats to gain that hate or love.
I'm a big Rocks Glazer, so I mean, I think he might be right on this.
No, what I'm saying is that in general, characters that don't have feats have two fan bases, or no, not fan bases. They have either a fan base of supporters and glazers, or they have haters because the people think they don't do anything. Which I mean, they have no feats.
So what's your take out of that? Do you agree with it? Do you think that shouldn't be a thing?
No.
You don't think they should? So
no, I think it should be a thing. I was pointing out that that's the dynamic, and I was gonna say, like, do you agree that's the dynamic? Like, do you think there are people that have a middle ground? I
think that's more like a fact, because it is true. People give a lot of credit for people without feats, but I think it's valid. I think it can be justified at times, because you can use the narrative, you can use implications to bolster someone's strength without actually visually seeing it, because there's times when I've seen arguments for people saying, oh, they have no feet, so this character's stronger, when it's a character that is clearly narratively and heavily implied to be stronger than another. You know? What if I just said the Grand Priest doesn't have any feats? Zeno's guards don't have any feats.
Yeah.
Give me Yamcha.
You be looking crazy.
I would have put the Demon Slayer at the end.
Yeah, that one, that first one you had, bro.
Someone said the previous take was better. Bring it back. What was the previous one again?
My previous one was Boruto.
Oh, the Madara.
Oh, the Madara one. Yeah, the Madara gauntlet.
Okay. Who would you say? Wait, for you to put it there, who would you say?
Well,
makes that a 5 out of 5.
So I'm not gonna lie, the original one was Sukuna had the best gauntlet.
Oh, you should.
Yeah. But
if you would have said that. You would have said that. Oh my goodness.
But like after all these characters being revived, I can't really say that anymore. Yeah.
Also, this is random chat. Let us know how the quality looks. I think it's been fine for the most part.
Yeah.
But yeah. My last hot take. Another Dragon Ball one. I don't know if y'all think it's as hot as the last one.
Here we go.
But there's a lot of mixed opinions about this certain event. I think Goku giving Cell the Senzu Bean was the right choice. Objective.
Facts.
He was right to give Cell a Senzu Bean while his son fought him.
People overreact to that all the time. I'm like, dude, he's trying to help his son improve. Yes, I know the world's on the line, but he had faith in his son. And he saw that he literally went Super Saiyan 2 in that chamber for a split second. So I agree. Romas doesn't seem like he
I agree because when I think about it, I'm like, man, that's some typical just Jamaican training, man. that's some shit my dad would do to me when I'm a kid. That's the type of just throw you in the pool, you learn how to swim type thing, you know. So yeah, I can see that.
Now, if I'm playing devil's advocate, I could say like the world's on the line. What are you doing? Do this a different time. Like you can train your son to get Super Saiyan 2 later. Other thing I didn't understand is like, why didn't he just teleport Cell and then teleport back?
I think the moment he took his hand up, I mean, I don't know.
He viewed himself as a magnet to people like Cell that would come to destroy the Earth, so he just wanted to.
Yeah, I remember him saying that. Yes, you're right.
But yeah,
such a cocky thing to say. I'm the reason the world's always in danger. I gotta go.
I mean, if you really think about it, it only ever happened with Mecha Frieza. Well, nah, he did have a point with Raditz, the Saiyans, Frieza.
Raditz, man, crash out, brother, bro.
Yeah, I think in general that moment is overreacted. Like always overreacting over the Senzu Bean. I think it was the right move.
It's just Goku doing Goku things.
Or it was a move, at least. That's not despicable. Not despicable.
It was a move.
Cell would have killed everyone if he didn't do that. He was tired after fighting Goku. he would have not wanted to play with Gohan. That being gave him confidence to play around and make Gohan angry, to push him over the edge.
That's still crazy to think about, though, because you're like, at the same time, he didn't have to give him the beam, and then Gohan's potential would have came out maybe sometime in that fight.
Well,
like seeing his dad get bodied or something.
Maybe that beam, though, gave Gohan that extra motivation he needed. Like, bro, this guy's full power. I need to lock in.
Goku was trying to cop out, bro.
At the very least, it stopped Cell from taking things seriously. Because the moment he would have done that, it would have been over.
Was mind games.
Maybe Goku didn't think that much into it, but
yeah, I don't think he did.
Probably not.
His thought process was like, I want my son to fight the strongest.
Yeah. I'm giving that a 2 out of 5.
Yeah.
Because I agree with it, but I can see why people would hate on it.
Like that. I'll say
it's
like,
kind of messed up.
Kind of messed up on
Goku's part. But it was the right move.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not. Yeah, again, I'm not going to say Goku planned that out or anything, but it worked. You got any more hot takes, Romans? I know you had a couple more. I have one more. I see a super chat from Mehul. He wants a Hunter x Hunter and AOT hot take. I have a Hunter x Hunter one.
What's up?
If you want to drop something, Hunter x Hunter AOT.
What's your Hunter x Hunter one?
So my Hunter x Hunter take is that if it wasn't for all the hiatuses, it would have been in the big 3.
Instead of Bleach?
I'm not gonna name drop who it would replace to avoid any further conflicts, but
shoot.
But I think it would
Bleach.
replace someone in the big 3. It replaced someone in the big 3. I'm not gonna drop
it ain't replacing One Piece. It ain't replacing it's replacing Bleach, bro.
It might be.
What do y'all think? This is based on a take that I've seen that it would be bigger than One Piece without the hiatuses, which I disagree with. But I'll say it's in the big 3. It'd be in the big 3. Or we'd have a big 4. That's not a hot take, though. So I'll say it replaces someone in the big 3.
When did his hiatus start? When did they start?
I honestly don't know. It's just been on and off, which obviously impacts the validity of how much traction it got. I'm not dropping any names. I didn't say Bleach. You didn't hear it from me. You heard it from Fexer.
Bleach fans catching strays.
Hey, I didn't say no names.
That is, I can see that though.
Cap. Oh nah, I didn't say no names. What are y'all saying cap for?
I got you in trouble.
On Bleach.
I got you.
I'm not even hating on Bleach.
You know what? You might as well name drop it now because they're accusing you already.
They're accusing me, but I've never said a single thing. Mouth is zipped. I didn't say Bleach. Y'all are saying Bleach.
Again, Hunter x Hunter.
What makes y'all think I'm saying Bleach? I didn't say a single thing about Bleach. I said it's replacing somebody. It's replacing somebody.
That's why Bleach fans are too sensitive, bro. They think it's always about them.
Whoa! I will say this: Fexer need to relax because the least toxic fan base in anime. I will say Bleach is one of them. Don't have them come after you, bro.
I'm gonna be honest. I think that's because they always have to defend themselves.
Yeah, honestly, so they're not trying to look for problems.
I do think the Bleach fandom at times can be a bit sensitive because of that, which I don't blame them at all. If they're getting constantly attacked, I would be defensive too, but at the same time...
I don't have any toxic comments in my Bleach vids. I never get any toxic comments for some reason, compared to all my other videos. It's never...
They're just defending themselves.
Yeah. They have to go at Fexer now. They're going to be like, what's up?
I don't think they need to, though, because they're cemented in the big 3, whether people like it or not. Oh, this would have happened. This would have happened. Well, it didn't, right? I could say Hunter x Hunter should be in the big 3, or it would have been all I want to, but it's not going to change that Bleach is in the big 3.
Yeah, I think that's a hot take.
It could have been.
I'm going to go on like 5 out of 5 on that one.
Yeah, I can say that. I can honestly say that's a hot take, man.
Replacing Hunter x Hunter, replacing something in the big 3.
Replacing Bleach, yeah.
Something.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't see Hunter x Hunter beating out that aesthetic because we can. I've my research. I've seen how big Bleach is in Japan. There's no way. That aesthetic, how that influence with Bleach, and we've seen how much impact the new gen. You think Hunter x Hunter would have the impact like on JJK and everything. Like,
Or even like Naruto. Like Naruto is like
We'll never
literally the
yeah.
best. Like
I guess we'll never know. I'll leave it at that.
Jay's like, gotcha. Oh,
I do. I see a chat saying it has the main. It's saying y'all don't think it has the mainstream appeal. I think it does.
it's I just can't
It could
see
still be
it being the big
going.
three when the most attractive character in it isn't the MC. Because Killua, I feel like is more popular than Gon overall.
Hey, look at Jujutsu Kaisen though. Yuji ain't the most popular character.
But Sukuna looked just like him.
Well, I would say it's Gojo.
Yeah, yeah, it was Gojo for sure. Yeah, but right after
Gojo.
Gojo, it was Sukuna. You know, and Itadori was always pushed to the back for a while. You know,
some Sasuke is kind of like he's not the most popular, but he's up there. He's number 2.
Someone's saying the Hunter x Hunter hiatus happened when the Dark Continent arc was approaching.
I am hype about that. I wish it could continue so I could.
If you think about it, Hunter x Hunter could still be going.
Yeah, it could be.
The world building in Hunter x Hunter is absolutely insane. They're about to step into a whole new world, and boom, hiatus. So I think it definitely had the tools to be in the big three. Maybe get a big 4, but I'm not going to drop any names. I think the big three are the big three for a reason.
His wife a goat too.
Oh yeah, is she writing anything right now?
I don't know. I think she was done after Sailor Moon. She might have had some more stuff though. I don't know why he doesn't have like her help out with stuff. You know, maybe she does already though. You know, I would. If she was my wife and I'm struggling with stuff, who better to ask than the creator of another goated series?
I believe Bill said that she would help finish it, but if he was unable, but I don't know what's up with that. Maybe he just wants to do it himself. It's tough.
Back problems are an issue, man. Because I think that's what he's dealing with now. Back problems, right?
Yeah, it's tough for Takashi.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Got to get him that standing desk.
That's what I have right now, man. It's on low mode though. Oh man.
But yeah, any more hot takes we can draw from this? I see one of the mods talking crazy about Hunter x Hunter, Jawaden, saying, do people like Hunter x Hunter that much? It's not even that good?
Bro just said he'd watch Konosuba 500 times on reroll and watch Hunter x Hunter.
Hey, that's the hottest take I heard all day.
That's a 10 on the spice level. That's like ghost pepper with some...
We just got a sub from Saiyan Dumb Luffy. Shout out to Saiyan Dumb Luffy. We appreciate you. We don't think your username is an accurate representation of you, but thank you. Thank you very much for becoming a member.
Wait.
W member, yes sir. Hunter x Hunter's good, definitely not big 3 level.
We'll never find out, will we?
I guess we'll never know. All right. If there's any other hot takes, we can close this out with a couple closing statements. If y'all got anything.
What we got?
Any videos I'll drop lately or plans that you have for your channels or just anything?
Videos dropped lately? Saitama challenge. I did that.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah,
You were telling me about that before. When did you finish it?
So I started it June 18. I finished it July 18 on my birthday. I did not plan that whatsoever, but that just ended up how it was going. So yeah.
How did that go?
You know, it's actually yeah, I'm not bald. Although I did say in the video I would go bald if something happened. So. But no.
What? What's the challenge?
No, bro. I don't want to go bald.
Okay, so y'all go watch his video then, so you can find out what you need to do for Fexer.
Oh yeah, there we go. I just plugged my video unintentionally. Wow, nice. Okay. Now, but actually, the challenge is not bad. It's like 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and then a 10-kilometer run, which is like 6.3 miles. Which the first day I ran it all at once. Did not do that at all the next times. That was the worst idea. I split it up into 2 different runs. Way easier that way. 3 miles here, 3 miles there, easy. So yeah, that was that challenge. Not bald.
So it seems like it didn't work then if you're not bald.
Yeah, that's why Goku Solo is the One Punch Man verse, I guess.